Hi, it's Rita from New Britain Roots, and today we're going to be making a egg roll, but it's not like you might think. So we're actually going to be using an egg, and we're going to be scrambling it, and then we're going to put a tortilla on it. So let's get cooking. First thing you're going to do is start to heat your pan. I'm going to put it on medium high. Here is like number 3 or 4. And then I'm going to take an egg. I'm going to crack it. I'm going to put it into a little bowl or this little container. Just going to crack it. You do it one time. You do it a couple times depending on how hard you crack it. All right. If you do touch the egg, which is almost impossible not to do, you should go wash your hands. Otherwise, you can continue. And you want to mix it like you're making scrambled eggs, okay? So you just want it the same throughout. All of the yellow yolk and the white are together. So the eggs are mixed and the pan is on the stove heating. I'm going to put my butter right in the pan. It should start to melt. Let that heat. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a pesto and I am going to top this and spread it over the tortilla. This will give it some flavor, all right, some zing. So if you'd rather, you can use tomato paste, excuse me. You can use mustard. Most of us decided we didn't like mustard, but if you wanted to use olive paste or mayonnaise, I guess there's many things you could use as a spread, okay? We're going to use this this pesto because we made it. We grew the basil, and I actually made it here, so we're going to use that. Now, as you can see, it's starting to melt. Using an 8 to 10 inch non-stick pan is a good idea. And when it's a little more hot, we'll put the egg. Now you can see the butter is nicely melted and the pan is hot. I am going to take the eggs and put them in. And I'm going to try to get it to go in a circle. It'll do what it wants, right? Okay. And just let it sit. It'll start cooking. I'm going to put on just a pinch of salt. All right. And then a pinch of pepper. I'm also going to put just a few of these chopped peppers. You could put anything you like in here. It doesn't have to be peppers. It could be mushrooms, or it could be tomatoes. It could be all kinds of things, okay? So now the last thing I'm going to put on is just a couple tablespoons of the cheese. Okay. Now what I'm going to do, okay, if you can see it, it's still wet on the top. And what I'm going to do is we're going to put the pesto side right on top of the runny egg side. So take a look. I'm just going to put this right on there, very carefully. And then I'm going to push it down. And they'll kind of adhere to each other. Now let it sit. Probably for only about a minute. And then we're going to turn it. Okay, so I'm going to turn mine. All right. And I'm going to cook it for a little bit longer. I'd say another 1 to 2 minutes. And what you will do is get the tortilla nice and crispy. And then we'll roll it up. So stay tuned. Okay, so it's kind of puffed up. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it over yet again. All right. You can see how this has gotten nice and brown. All right. So now I'm going to put it back on my board. I'm going to let it rest. Then once it's cooled, we're going to roll it up. Okay, about 5 minutes it takes for it to cool down enough so we can roll it. So really, you can roll it, so you could roll it towards you, all right? So just kind of like that, okay? Continue to roll it up. All right, try to get it tight, doesn't have to be perfect. And now we're gonna let it kind of push it down a little bit, and we're gonna cut it up. And that's what it looks like inside. Feel free to use any kind of dipping. I think salsa would be really good, but any kind of dip you would like to use, but I'm going to try it. That's really nice. It would make a delicious lunch or breakfast or even a late dinner. You could do many different things with it, so I hope you enjoy.